It's the Chin Checkers podcast, all about the fight game. With Mr. Get That Work and Hawk Von Dame. Grab your device of choice and tune in. You'll never know what topics gonna get it on the chin. Boxing, MMA, UFC as well. They discuss who got the win, who took the L, who won the belt, who pound for pound, who fell, who ready for war, who got next. Ring the bell.
Yeah. What up, boy?
What's good? What's good? Chill. Back up. You too close. I'm fucking shove you across the ring. That's my man, son. Well, what was that?
He was hyped, man. He was hyped.
It looked a little out of character. You know?
You hearing the echo?
Nah, you hear echo? You hearing things, bro. He hearing things.
You have to put on my headphones. Black ass system, man. Damn. Yo.
Yeah,
I still hear this shit.
You hear it. I don't hear nothing. It sounds good over here. Hopefully nobody else hear it. Hopefully it's just you. You know what I'm saying?
What's good though, bro?
Hey man, I'm excited for this, man. I'm excited. There's a lot of back and forth with the Loma fans and the Haney fans, and I'm ready.
Yeah, man. Haney seems like he was ready right at the weigh-in, just pushing him out. I've never really seen that side of Haney. Was that the first time you seen it?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, it looked a little besides what he usually do. It's not something, you know what I'm saying,
You think the pressure's getting to him?
No. I think he's just trying to sell more tickets. Maybe he's feeling himself like maybe he really is angry. Maybe he kept saying how angry he was that he had to wait 4 years. Maybe that's just a result of it. And you
had an interesting take on what happened 4 years ago. So
yeah.
What were you talking about?
Well, everybody knows Loma was kind of on a fast track because he started a little late in his career professionally, had like 400 plus amateur fights. So when his debut, he took on a champion.
Yeah.
So he was on a fast track. To make a long story boring, there was the WBC vacant at stake, and some odd reason, even though Haney had the WBC intern and the intercontinental WBC belt, he didn't get to fight with Loma. It was Loma versus Luke Campbell, and as soon as Loma got the belt, he dropped it for the franchise belt and then took on Lopez. And that's always the dispute of, was this really undisputed or not, because Loma gave up the belt. But the big thing is Loma should have fought Haney for the vacant WBC belt.
All right, now you make that clear. Now make it clear on what's the excuse after that. Why didn't that fight take place after that?
I mean, Haney is, a risk. He was a big risk. The WBC gave Loma easier routes. No disrespect to Loma, but that's what the WBC did. They gave him an easier route and gave him Luke Campbell. And why fight this kid if I don't have to?
All right, man. You've been a little too politically correct, man.
Try to be fair to both sides.
Nah, fuck that. But the reality is, and I'm a Haney fan, and I just came over to the dark side. He's boring. And he's not boring to me, but towards the most casual fan, he comes off boring. He's not boring, though. What he does, to me, it's incredible. And that's kind of why I started to watch him more from a technical aspect. And he is entertaining too. He just doesn't have power. Once you understand that, it becomes a totally different fight. It's like watching a master at work, because now you're seeing so many of the things that he does do well. That's why when it comes to this fight, my money has been and will always be on Haney beating all these guys. I'm talking Tank, I'm talking Loma, I'm talking Fimo. And originally I was more big on Fimo than anyone, but I think some personal matters have happened that kind of like took him on track.
Yeah.
But Devin Haney has been Mr. Consistent. And to be honest, the WBC or whoever probably did that because he's not the biggest draw. I think they'll change this tonight. Yeah, man. I think he's gonna put on the show. He ain't gonna win by knockout, and I hope he don't win by knockout because I put money up on him.
What?
Fuck that. Like I need him to win by decision. Yo,
Yeah. I mean, Loma, he definitely he's Loma. He's good. He is what he is, but he has a tough mountain to climb. And I say that because one of the things that Loma does is after you throw a combo, kind of let you tire yourself out, and then he kind of strikes when you take a break. But at the end of Haney's combo, sometimes he does a step back jab. Loma may walk right into a couple of those jabs. We'll see how he deals with it. But I'm going with Haney, man.
yo, that's a cool way of putting it because when I trained people, that was one of the things that I was taught to when I was boxing. When you finish your combinations, you either roll and get out of there at an angle, or you finish with your jab. And you could see him do that. A lot of things that I looked at in the film, and the reason I'm going Devin Haney is because certain fighters just give Loma problems, even though he is incredible. He's great. He's still great. A lot of head movement, a lot of footwork, fast hands, fast combinations. He does everything. Head movement, super high IQ. Bigger fighters, stronger fighters, and decent jabs, decent boxes present problems for him.
Right.
We're talking about a great athlete in Devin Haney, great head movement, great ring IQ, and an incredible jab. That's his best asset. So
Probably one of the best in boxing right now.
that I would agree with that. I would agree with that. So I'm thinking Haney's gonna come out here and this is gonna be his coming out party. Even though that last fight against Cambosa, that was fucking impressive, bro.
Fire fight.
It easily could have been stopped. I'm glad it wasn't because I won money again betting the decision. So that's what I'm going with tonight. And if anyone's a gambler, this is always a gem to throw out there. It's like plus 1,600 on a draw. So if the fight is close, $20 here could make you some pocket change.
I don't think it would be a draw. I think, what I'm saying, they're going to give us a winner. But now let me play devil's advocate real quick before we get out of here. One of the things that was talked about on Loma's side is that Loma does this thing where he tires people out. Kind of like what I was trying to say before, where allowing people to throw their combination, they take a break, and then Loma jumps on you or hits you with angles. The stuff that he does. But
he
usually in the
makes you
second half,
he makes you shoot your shot with his head movement too.
right.
He makes you think you could hit him, and right in front of you, he's making you miss.
So let me ask, do you think Loma is going to tire out Haney in the second half of the fight?
First of all, people are 100% correct when they say Devin Haney doesn't have power. He has enough power to gain respect. He doesn't have knockout power. So all his fights go the distance anyway. Where is he going to tire out? He always goes the distance. And he has a high punch output always. It's not aging Floyd, the Money Mayweather where he just pot shot you, do enough to win and kill you with the movement. Nah, man, Haney busts your ass for the whole 12 rounds. If that's his game plan, I'm gonna be making some change, man. I'll make a little money here.
I mean, he might ruin that. Like I said, that shove seemed a little out of character.
It did.
And, he keeps saying he's mad that he had to wait 4 years for this. And he felt like, hey, Loma skipped the line. A lot of people kind of agree with that. Loma skipped the line and took the, that vacant bout against the other guy, Luke Campbell, and it should have been Haney. So Haney sounds like he's out for revenge, so he may try to go for a stoppage. If I don't, I never seen Loma look like tired on the verge of getting knocked out, type like that. But Haney may be trying to hit him with some power shots, man.
So I do a lot of film studying, and I couldn't find any film of Devin Haney's opponents that gave him problems in terms of what Loma does well. Loma is very fast, incredible footwork, fast hands, and a lot of head movement, a lot of angles. It's hard to find any of Haney's opponents that do that.
Yeah.
So it's no point of reference. But what we do have is plenty of fighters that were bigger, fast and strong, not faster, but fast and strong. um, Both Ortiz's, Tiafimo and Jermaine Ortiz, both of them gave him a problem being strong and behind the jab. Also, the Lenoris fight. Lenoris was doing pretty good against Lomachenko. He was
Yeah.
landing punches.
Yeah, he was. He was.
It, to me, if you go back, I'm not sure if you watched the fight in a while, but it might have been a mental knockout more than anything. Like how you talk about Loma taking him in deep waters and tiring
Yeah.
him out and drowning him, rather than a technical outboxing him that he's been doing more recently, like against Cormy or I forgot the Asian guy's name.
Something Nakatama, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
No offense. I don't remember.
that guy.
That
you
guy.
know. Yeah. So I mean, everyone knows where I'm leaning in this fight. Real quick, do you want to put your stamp on it? Where you going with it?
Yeah, man. I'm going with Haney decision, and I'm gonna go with majority decision.
Oh, so you think it's going to be somewhat close?
No, I think people are going to give Loma comparison rounds.
Definitely, I can see that. That's also why I put money up on the draw, because I think if Haney wins, but it isn't a spanking, they want to leave a little life for Loma to continue. So yeah, man,
Okay.
they might just go draw. Yeah. So, yo, for the people, make sure to hit the subscribe button on YouTube.
Yes.
Make sure to check us out. I see we got a few people watching on Twitch. Make sure to check us out on YouTube. Tomorrow we're gonna do a video on what actually happened in the fight and break down the fight,
I
where
can't
the
wait.
people go next. Yeah, I'm hoping I win some money, man.
Nah, I don't want to draw. Chill. Stop.
Not a draw, nah, man.
Nobody wants to draw, bro.
Nah, I'm going. I bet money on Haney decision. I also hope that, but people actually give these guys their credit. You know
Right.
what I mean? This is
Right.
going to be a chess match. This isn't going to be a firefight like what we just had with Tank and Garcia, where Tank annihilated him. It was one sided, but both of those guys had the dynamite.
Right.
In this fight, I can see this being more of a technical fight. It's going to be technical. It's going to be a chess match. Maybe someone gets the better of someone in some of the rounds, or maybe Haney does impose his will and take control of the fight. But Loma's so skilled, I can't see him getting washed. You know?
Right. I can't see him getting washed. I agree with you. He's skillful enough where I don't think anybody can completely just dominate him. But I don't know, man. He is, he's up there in age, and on paper, he lost twice already. It's not like Loma's undefeated. I think people kind of forget that Loma's not undefeated. He lost twice already, and not for nothing, he lost to Lopez, who people don't think Lopez is technically a good boxer. So I don't think, like I said, I think Loma's going to have some comparison rounds, It probably could be a unanimous decision, but I'm going majority just because they may favor Lomachenko in this fight.
To play off what you said though, that was like one of his first fights moving up against a big time puncher. So I think he felt To's power, and once he adjusted, the fight became a little more even. But he still had problems dealing with To's power.
Well, I
Had
know
a,
that's the first time he fought maybe a big puncher, but that wasn't his first time at that weight class.
I think it was the second time at that weight class.
No, because remember he fought Luke Campbell and he fought somebody else for the other belt. So he's been at 135. He's just not a big 135.
Yeah.
That's really just it. He's not a big guy.
Shout out to MD who's in the chat. He said Tank is starching everyone. Bro, I'm not a huge Tank fan, but he is earning my respect.
Yeah, for sure.
He's definitely earning my respect. So
there's really two people that he gotta just look out for, and that's Haney and Shakur.
yeah, because I think both those fighters are too technical for him. He only has one shot in that fight, and it would be to knock them out.
Right.
You know, and you're hoping that you can touch those guys because both of those guys defensively are incredible.
Yeah, when it comes to Tank versus Lopez, I would go Tank. Tank versus Lomachenko, I would go Tank. Tank Kambosos, I'm going Tank. Tank Josh Tiller, I'm going Tank. But I think Haney and Shakur is just
Hold on.
I said what I said, man.
But
Okay?
you think Tank is beating Josh Taylor?
Josh Tiller is a bum. A bum. And he's fighting another bum called Lopez. There's two bums. He's a bum. He's a bum, man. Stop. He's a bum.
You know what's funny? I'm close to people in Jihad Tucker's camp, and I didn't even know that he was gonna miss weight. So even though you're close to someone, you may not, unless you're like right in their camp, you may not know what's going on behind closed doors.
Right.
Something is definitely going on for Tio to be going this down this fast. You know, he has world championship talent, but the last couple fights are just definitely not showing it. You know?
Yeah, definitely on a decline. You said it multiple times. I'm not sure if I fully agree, but you said multiple times that he just needs a new trainer. I think he just needs a new brain. Like something is wrong with his head. I don't know what's wrong with him. There's something wrong with this motherfucker. So I don't know, man. Whatever, bro. Like he just lost me, man. I was definitely in his corner. He was looking impressive, impressive knockouts, impressive stops, celebrations in the ring.
Like I said, man, you don't be knowing. Life happens. Life happens. We don't know if it's personal or maybe it's out his camp. I will say this about Ryan Garcia. It's definitely him and his camp. I think he has problems with letting people take control, especially the trainers. I'm not sure if that's a trust factor. So everyone's heard Dan Goose's opinion on Ryan Garcia.
Well, we're going to see what happens now because Derek James, shout out to him. Shout out to Derek James because he has a stable. He has, of course, Earl Spence. He got Jamel Charlo, Anthony Joshua, Frank Martin, now Ryan Garcia. He has a stable.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying.
And a lot of people, you know what? You got to explain this because I'm looking at the comments online, and I'm throwing you under the bus right now. You sat there and shitted on his decision with going with Derek James. Why? Everybody else is like, oh, this is good for him. Everybody's like, nah, that's what's up.
I ain't seeing it. Nah. Yo,
Hi.
Anthony Joshua came out there his last fight and put on one of the worst performances under his Tulich. Now I understand that was only one fight,
Yeah, one fight.
but man, he ain't look good. He ain't look good at all, man. That was a bad fight.
But you can't teach him. You can't. Hey, Anthony Joshua, that's my man's. He just don't. He don't got it in him no more though.
I've been said that. But that's the trainer need to dig in there and get it out of you, man. Teddy Atlas, where he was beating up Michael Moore in the corner. Fucking, I'm gonna call your son and he tell him you don't want to be champion. Come on.
He don't. He don't want to do it no more. He don't got it no more.
Eddie Reynosa came out and said, well, I don't know if I saw this on Twitter. It was a quote of him. I didn't actually see the words come out his mouth, but he was saying that Ryan Garcia was one of the most difficult fighters to work with. He doesn't get up in the morning. He doesn't run like normal boxes. He doesn't do all the stuff that you ask of him. And
I gotta make time for my modeling gig. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? I got shit I gotta do. You see this fucking face? You see this sick hair? Fuck you mean? Like you gonna be doing? Nah, that's my man got modeling shit to do, man. Come on, bro. Fuck you talking? Canelo can't model. Fuck out of here. Got herpes on his lip. So come on, man. Of course.
Yo, but I'm just saying that's the trainer's words, and I agree, man. He's definitely gonna have like a career in novellas after boxing. He's gonna retire early. One more loss, he's gonna go into acting or something. But
look, man. If my man Michael Strahan from the Giants with that fucking big ass gap tooth could get on TV and fucking do what he do, my man Ryan Garcia got a future. Okay, my man got a future, bro. I'm just saying. It's my man's, but he got a future.
Again, everyone hit the subscribe button. We're going to get out of here, man.
Yeah, you already know.
Me and work, we got Haney by decision.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. Later.
Later, brother.